Hello everyone, it is Allison from AllisonReeves.co, and I wanted to quickly go live today and talk about why it's taking you so long to make money blogging. I'm on a lot of different email lists and things, and I know that everyone, a lot of people online teach different things because different things work. But one of the things I'm the most passionate about is getting quick wins. It does not have to take you years to make money with your blog. If you want it to take you years to make money with your blog because you want to do it a very specific way, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But most of us start a blogging business so that we can have a side income that can grow into a full-time income. So most of us don't want to wait years to start getting a side income. So in this video, I'm going to break down why some of the things that are taught in the blogging community don't really result in quick wins for most bloggers these days. I'm going to tell you what you can do about it. I'm going to tell you why making a simple shift alone may not be enough to get you the results that you want. So if you guys want more information about all of this, then just keep watching. So like I said, today we're going to be talking about why it's taking you forever to make money with your blog. And if you guys are here, I see a few people hopping on. Just say hi so I can make sure you can hear me. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep chatting. So like I said, I'm going to talk about how making money with a blog over the years has shifted. The number one way to make money in your blog in your first few months or even weeks, it's pretty common for my clients to make money within a few weeks. Why applying this simple shift is not going to be enough on its own and what you can do about it. So first, let's talk about how making money with a blog has changed over the years. If you've been on the internet for more than 5 years, you probably already know that blogging has changed a lot, even if you're not a blogger. Good morning, Lori. Thank you. But I want to get into some more of the nitty gritty on why the changes in the blogging world matter to you as a new or more seasoned blogger. So blogging obviously has become a lot more saturated. You guys already know this. Like back in 2011 when I first started blogging, there was like a lot less competition, even though there was still a good amount of competition for bloggers. So having a sheer amount of competition changes, but the other thing that's changed is more people are on the internet, so there's more opportunity as well. So because of more people blogging, more people having online businesses, more people, there's just more noise on the internet, it kind of results in a few different things. One of those is that having a blog is no longer enough. It used to be really special to have a blog, and it was pretty easy to make money with a blog because it was pretty easy to get traffic and make a lot of money with AdSense. But having a blog it's just not enough anymore just to have a blog. So you really need to have a business plan behind the blog, which you guys hear me talk about all the time. Your blog is just a marketing mechanism for whatever you want to sell. Because there's a lot more blogs out there, because consumers are more wise to marketing and what blogging is, you have to have not only really, really good content, but you have to have really, really good and unique content. So everything you post has probably been posted by somebody else in some form at some time. So you need to be really, really great at storytelling. Now, I'm not saying like some of you can come up with something unique that hasn't been said before, but a lot of us are going to be recycling things that we've learned over the years through experience or research or whatever. So the way to make your content more unique and more sophisticated is through storytelling. People want to relate to you. Even if something's been done before, they can get unique value by watching you as opposed to someone else, but only if you're willing to tell your story. So that is something that is really, really important now. Readers are more knowledgeable than they used to be about all kinds of things. People can find their own information these days. So that's why your content has to be the best and it has to be unique. And your positioning is critical. So again, your positioning, where you're coming from, how you're positioning your offer, like the value of it matters a whole lot because people are more sophisticated these days. And they've probably seen a version of what you're saying before. So those are some ways that making money with a blog has shifted over the years. Now, the number one way to make money with a blog quickly, like many of my clients, I would say most of my clients, without writing on paper, I'd say most of my clients make more money like within the first few weeks of working with me. Some of that happens because of different actions that they take. Some of it happens because it's just pretty common when you invest in yourself, especially a more serious investment. It's pretty common to attract opportunities when you invest in yourself. but also people are taking certain action. So the number one way to make money in your first few months or weeks of blogging is to have your own offer. You can, of course, I love making money with ads and affiliates. I make a good amount of money on Allison's Notebook with Mediavine, and I have made thousands and thousands of dollars from affiliates as well on Allison's Notebook. But when COVID happened, it just reinforced to me the importance of selling your own offers. My traffic dropped a lot. Well, since quarantine started, people are not as interested in minimalism or self-care. I mean, minimalism and self-care are luxuries, and people don't have as much time for luxuries. But the courses that I sell, they provide, where was I going with that? Oh, my traffic has dropped. So the courses that I sell have stabilized my income, and I've launched more things since COVID started in March because I wanted to stabilize and increase my income. Sorry about the dogs barking in the background. There's a delivery. So that's the number one way to make money faster, is to sell your own stuff. Usually when you're selling affiliates or when you're trying to monetize with ads, there's huge, giant potential for that, right? And there's no shortage of success stories of people who monetize that way, but it's a long game. Not every niche is going to be able to secure traffic really quickly. If you have a niche that's going to do well on Pinterest, like self-care, minimalism, crafts, food, health, those kind of things probably are going to have a higher demand on Pinterest quickly. But if you have to depend on search engine optimization from, and Google traffic, it's going to be a long game, period. And that's why selling your own offers is going to be the quickest way to make money fast. Now, here's why that isn't enough, right? And logically, you know this, but a lot of people create a course, they create their own offer, and then they don't know how to sell it, or they launch it to their list and their list doesn't buy it. And that is why just simply coming up with a bunch of ideas of things to sell and courses to sell, it's not enough. You need to be able to do sophisticated market research. Usually, you're going to need feedback from someone who can help validate your offer for you. The other thing that people really struggle with when coming up with their own offers and launching is how to launch, how to sell. If it didn't sell, why didn't it sell? And that's why it's really, really important, if you can, to have consulting or an outside opinion from a coach who can help you validate your offers. The other reason why creating your own offers is not enough to just make this shift. Oh, what was my point? I just forgot it. Oh, because if it doesn't sell, you don't always know how to correct it. So this is one of the things that I help people with in the Monetization Accelerator Program. In the Monetization Accelerator Program, we're not just talking about having a great blog and getting traffic with Pinterest and making money from doing launches to our email list, but we're also talking about making really targeted pivots. Yeah, Dave, yes, sounds familiar, Dave says. Dave just did a pivot that resulted in several thousands of dollars of contracts right after a failed launch. But it would be really hard for me on my own, even with my own blog, even though I'm a business coach, when I have a failed launch, I don't always know what the next right move is. Having a failed launch could be really disheartening, but Dave was able to pick back up and pivot really, really quickly. Because he had an outside perspective or someone who could tell him what the easiest move is and how to do it. This happens a lot in the Monetization Accelerator Program. I do want to help you make money with your blog, but I also want you to open your mind to all the other ways that you can make money. Another client in the Monetization Accelerator Program, she hasn't launched yet, but she got a lead from China. She lives in the States, by the way, of someone who wanted her physical therapy offer that she had. So left to her own devices, she probably would have just messaged them back and forth on Facebook, given them a lowball offer, and she may or may not have closed that, but it wouldn't have been that life-changing for her. Whereas when she had a coach to guide her, I pushed her, first of all, to create a package of sessions, right? So we're not selling your time for hours. We're charging a package that's going to be more valuable for the client and more valuable for you. We're not going to go back and forth in Messenger because we don't have total control of the conversation or total understanding of that client. I pushed her to get on the phone with the person. When you're on the phone with the person, you can hear what they need. And so I told her, you don't have to sell this package. On the phone, you're a doctor diagnosing a problem. Feel out what she needs and then sell her what she needs. But if she was going to go back and forth in Messenger, she wouldn't have had that control or knowledge of the conversation. So because she was in the Monetization Accelerator Program, she was able to leverage this opportunity. And I think that package was like $750, and she was going to sell it like a session for maybe 50 or 100 bucks. So that's the difference of being in the Monetization Accelerator Program as opposed to just trying to figure things out on your own. These results are common in the Monetization Accelerator Program. You can go to AllisonReeves.co/results to see a bunch more people. Really common results are skyrocketing your traffic from most niches, making money in a way shorter period of time. There's been a ton of people in the program. I did not mean for this to be just a promotion of this program. I really went on a rant here, but a lot of people who come in the program have been blogging for years and never made money, and they graduate the program ROIing, or at least getting through their first launch and then ROIing over time. And that's another common question that I have is like, how often do people ROI? Will I ROI within the course of the program? Some people do and some people don't. But the honest truth is that without the program, without that customized feedback, without making your offers more sophisticated and really figuring out what you can sell and how to sell it, you'll be able to ROI eventually. But without that feedback, it may take you a very, very long time to finally kind of get things going for yourself. So I am opening spots for the Monetization Accelerator Program. I've had a bunch of one-on-one clients that are finishing up this month. I have capacity. I want all of you in it. So I have I think in the description I put a link there, so you guys can click on that for more information about the Monetization Accelerator Program. If you have questions, just comment down below, and I will come back to this thread and answer all of the questions. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.